Hey everyone, my name is Salit, and today I'm excited because I'm gonna showcase a new feature that I think a lot of you will take advantage of. It's called Guest Access, and it's quite telling. Basically, Guest Access will allow you and your colleagues to invite third-party collaborators right inside some of your Missive conversation. So let me show you. So in this conversation, basically an email thread, let's say I want to invite a third party in so we can chat around those emails. So I can use that conversation as a project. Well, now I can go to the access menu, click invite guest, and then type email address. Let's enter a fake one and then send the invite. So once the invitation is sent, Bob here in that case will receive an email in his inbox. He can click on it, sign up to Missive, and instantly join that conversation. And bingo, here you see Bob just accepted the invite and just replied with a chat message. Now, the cool thing with all that, it's completely free. It's included in your plan. But this is not to replace seats in your organization because basically in this case, Bob only has access to that one conversation and can only chat in the conversation itself. Bob cannot reply to email, cannot create tasks, cannot be assigned to the conversation. So Bob has a view of all the content in the conversation and can send chat messages. You can have up to 5 guests per member in your organization. So if your organization has 10 seats, you can invite up to 50 guests in Missive, and each guest can have access to up to 5 conversations. So in this case, you could have up to 250 conversation with guests. Maybe that's not something you want your team member to be able to do. Like maybe you don't want people to share a conversation with guests. Well, basically that can be turned off. All right. So you open the guest setting, and as an admin, you always have a preview of every single guest that have access to conversation in your organization. And you can even quickly go and see what conversation they have access to and revoke them individually. That's also interesting. If you go over the limits, you can revoke old ones so you can re-invite new guests. And as I was saying, you can basically disable this feature for all of your organizations. And now from now on, like nobody will be able to invite guests. But if you turn it back on, here is another setting. So you can restrict guest access invitation to only the admins in your org, or only yourself if you're the owner. So basically in that case, whenever somebody wants to invite a guest, they would need to ask you, and as the owner, you could go in the conversation and then invite them. I think that's going to be really useful. Yes, this is for interacting with people outside of your organization mainly. But we have a lot of customer who tells us like, hey, Phil, at Missive, I have 10 seats, but at my company, we're 20 employees. But for 10 of those, like Missive, like seat value is not really worth it, but I would love for them to be able to have access to a few of those conversations. Well, now you can invite them in for free in Missive, and you can start to interact with them. That's going to be really, really useful. So don't hesitate to reach out, send us your feedback, and I hope you like it.